Mathematics. You are awesome, you are amazing. Means all sciences, either you are a kind of a very big doctor, whatever. Means you are a high genius biology expert and you do lot of things in someone's body. Still, mathematics is awesome. Okay. So what is kind of basics in where from mathematics. So generally it is called that mathematics starts from addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. These are the four unit of mathematics. But anything, if it is a kind of cornerstone. If anything, if I consider that base of all the sciences, then in the science itself there would be something that is base of everything. So, if now the base of everything in mathematics is computation, after all, it's a computer, it's a calculator, calculation, computation. So, the base of all the computation is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Based upon that only, we have differential calculus, we have integral calculus, we have logarithmic, and we have Fibonacci series, and we have summation, and then we have Euclidean distance and Manhattan distance and Pythagoras theorem, and then sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. So everything is based upon multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. But base of division is subtraction, whereas base of multiplication is addition. Now we come to addition and subtraction. So there are two things. One is addition and one is subtraction. Okay. Now what is addition and what is subtraction? Let's talk about vector and scale. So in vector world, we call two things. One is vector and one is scalar. Vector has a direction, whereas scalar does not have any direction. But these are the Western mathematics concepts. So generally we don't follow. Means people have made mathematics. I am reading, means I have read many books. People have made mathematics so complex that it is obvious that people would run away this, that, then this algorithm, then in this scenario, then this is the approximation, and then if this way no one can study it. You have to be static on one thing. So that's how any science kind of grow. At the end, you should come back to one location where things is pakka in the sense that it is concrete. It is not going to change, so I don't need to go lower to it. So that's how science evolves, like step by step. Now let's see the vector. Now in vector, we say like I have a vector. This is x-axis. This is x-axis. Now I have a vector. This is y-axis. Y-axis, x-axis. Now I have a vector, and the kind of mathematics for the vector is I. If I say I, someone would say that I is a vector. Vector is nothing but energy. Energy has a direction. Energy has a strength. So I vector is an energy which is flowing in x direction, and it has a strength of 1. So we call it unit vector. Strength is a scalar. This is what people call it. So the scalar part of the vector is 1, whereas directional part, okay, of the vector is I. So 1I, that is the actual vector. Now, so this is kind of feeble vector. Now, this is the vector. Same direction, but the magnitude, the power it contains is more. It is 10I. Now, the strength of the vector is 10, whereas direction is still I. So, people call it scalar and direction, magnitude and direction. So, 10I vector's magnitude is 10, scalar part is 10, and direction is up to here it is 9. So, Every vector has a direction. Every vector is an energy source which has a direction and magnitude. So this is the concept of vector. Now, now I understood. So if someone says 2j means a vector in y axis along the y axis which has magnitude or scalar part of 2. Nice. I have 10 mangoes. I have uh, 10 peanuts. 10. There is no vector. Then what is 10? Is it a scalar? Yes, amazing. Foolish. All books are like this. Go to any top to bottom, high class, Harvard and Cambridge. That's why I say that people, everyone should be proud on their local education, not on the foreign education. So, scalar, like if I say I have 10 items, then 10 is a scalar. Then where is vector? Nothing, there is nothing in the world that do not have direction. Everything is vector. Okay, so everything is vector. Everything has a life. Okay, someone is very high speed, which magnitude is very high. Someone's magnitude is very less. A stone lying on the ground, it also has a life. So nothing. So scalar generally it is kind of skill. It is kind of given to people like something dead, which has magnitude but no direction. Since it is dead, nothing is dead. Everything what we see is the energy source, and it has a direction. See, if I say 10 means so 10 is nothing but so if I don't specify something as vector, then x-axis is considered. So in the along the x-axis minus infinity to plus infinity is the axis of any scalar. So if I say 10, then I have a vector whose strength is 10 and it is in x direction. So I have 10 mangoes and now I am getting, sorry, I have 5 mangoes and I am getting 5 more mangoes. Please add it. 5 plus 5, 10. Actually, what you are doing is there is a vector 5i and there is another vector 5i. If I consider both vector like this, okay, how I can show? Okay, so okay, so one vector or I have two vectors. Okay, now one vector has a strength of 5 and it is going in I direction. Another vector has a strength of 5 going in I direction and they coincide. So energy get added up. So 5i and 5i becomes 10i. So in the I direction, in the x direction, if I coincide 5i and 5i, then in my hand I have 10 mango in the sense that I have a vector which has a strength of 10 now. This is addition. Okay. What is subtraction? So, okay, so I'll talk about 2D. So let's finalize the simple addition and subtraction. So there is nothing called subtraction. So in mathematics, there is only one term that is addition. Subtraction comes out of addition. Then from subtraction, we have a division. From division, we have differentiation. From addition, we have multiplication. And from multiplication, we have integration. And then beyond integration, there are differential equations and so many things. But in basic mathematics, addition is the only entity that it starts from. From there only negative thing starts. Okay. So if I say that I have 10 mangoes and I take out 5 mango, then how many mango remains? 10 minus 5 equal to 5. Okay. Or I have 5 mangoes and I take out 5 mangoes, then how many remains? 5 minus 5 equal to 0. No. 5 minus 5 equal to 0. True. 5 plus 5 plus another 5 mango in negative direction. Negative means opposite. Okay. If I am walking from A to B, if I say I am walking from A to B, if I say I am walking at 10 kilometer per hour, and it is considered that I am walking in positive x direction. So I've just said that I'm walking 10 kilometers per hour. I just said. People consider that since you have not specified the vector, you are walking in x direction. So 10 kilometers per hour is your strength and the direction is x direction. I am walking minus 10 kilometers per hour. Okay. Minus means opposite direction. Very simple. So I am walking along minus x axis. So if I am saying I am walking 10 kilometers per hour, then I am walking in positive x direction. If I say I am walking minus 10 kilometers per hour, means I am walking in negative x direction. So if I have 5 mangoes, 5I subtraction 5 mango. No, not so. So 5 mango is going like this in x direction, then plus plus 5 mangoes in opposite direction because negative means opposite source. Both are energy source. Energy source direction cannot be negative. It will always be positive. It will have that some direction. So if I have along the x-axis 5 mangoes and then along the y minus x-axis we have 5 mangoes. So if I add these two, so I have 5 mangoes and in one direction and 5 mangoes just in another direction. If they meet, then energy will become 0. So in the kind of notation, I say 5 minus 5. Okay, there is nothing minus. So 5 mango means 5 a vector has strength 5 in x direction. Then I plus I take out 5 mango means there is another 5 mangoes and its direction is minus x. So 5 plus 5 minus I. Minus I means negative x. That is the exact terminology of the plus, minus. So 5 mango I have. I take out 5 mango means 5I plus 5 minus I because it has a strength of 5 but it is moving in negative direction. So if they meet, oh, 0. If 5 and another one same direction 10 and they meet 15. 5 and 10 from other direction 5 plus 10 minus I, that would come as 5 minus I, that is minus 5. So the mathematics starts from addition and subtraction is nothing but it's also a vector in reverse direction. So if I add minus in Python, generally we don't say that we have minus 10. The minus is a kind of urinary operator and 10 is a number that we place. So urinary operator we place before the 10. This is what they claim. So these are two different things in Python because Python is a scientific language. So they never say that 10 is one entity and minus 10 is one. Minus 10 has two entities. One is the urinary operator and one is the integer. So 10 is nothing but 10 minus I. I mean minus 10 is nothing but 10 minus I. So 10 minus 10 is actually 10I plus 10 minus I. And if they meet each other, then oh, gone. This is vector addition and this is vector subtraction. Okay, so everything is vector. Nothing can escape from it. Now, in x-axis, I have a vector called 2I, and okay, so this is origin. This place is origin. From x-axis, from negative side, one vector is proceeding. That is 2I. From negative y-axis, one vector is proceeding. That is 3j. Now they coincide and energy combines and they go in this direction. What is the formula of the resultant energy? So 2I plus 3J. So the new energy is 2I plus 3J. The formula of the new energy, so if I say one vector is A, one vector is B, what is the resultant vector, that is X, uh, A, B, C. What is resultant vector C, that is A plus B, that is 2I plus 3J. The name of the vector, new vector, is 2I plus 3J. What is A minus B? Now, there are many hypotheses. If this is A vector and this is B vector, then A plus B is this vector. If this is A vector and this is X vector, or I say D vector, this is A vector, this is D vector, which is nothing but A plus B. Okay, so if this is A vector, this is D vector, which is nothing but A plus B, then this is B, because this vector and this vector, if we combine, whatever resultant happens, that is A plus B. Now if this is A vector and this is D vector, then this is D minus A. This is the book nowadays. So if this is A and this resultant vector is A plus B, then this is B. If this is A and this is D, then this is D minus A. This is not true. Okay? So people would mug up. What they would do? Students would mug up because they don't have anything to know. Now, if I have vector A and vector B and they and energy it combines, the new vector is A plus B. What is A minus B? If something comes as minus, it changes its polarity. So if this is vector A and this is vector B, then B minus B is the opposite. A, B, A minus B. B opposite turns like this. Okay. So if this is B, then this is minus B. Or if this is Bj, then this is Bj minus. Now, if I say A minus B, means AI means A is 2I and B is 3J, then 2I plus 3 minus J. So if I combine A and B, 2I plus 3J, it was going like this. Then A plus 3 minus J, if I combine, it will go like this because it is coming from this direction. 3J is going in positive y direction and 3J minus coming from positive to minus y direction. So 2I plus 3J minus 2I plus 3J minus, if we combine, it will move like this. So we start with the scalar. So there is nothing scalar. We start with a single dimensional. So whatever addition and subtraction what we see, they are 1D vectors. Now, if we are taking xy plane, then obviously it becomes 2D vector. Same concept of addition and subtraction we can apply in 3D, 4D, 5D, and then slowly it would lead to multiplication and division, and then integration and differentiation, and then probably what we need, we can achieve it.